How you doing? This is going to be a practice assignment. This is practice 1B from AutoCAD 2020, viewing a drawing. The practice objectives is to display parts of a drawing using the zoom and pan commands. The estimate time to complete this should be about 5 minutes, but once again, it'll take a little bit longer because I'm explaining it while I'm doing it. So first thing we're going to do is, if you follow the instructions in practice 1B, is open bighouse-a.dwg in your practice folder. So I'll go to open files. And we want to go to bighouse.a or dash A. So bighouse-a is right here. Click open. Step 2 says if you have a mouse wheel, scroll the wheel to zoom in and out. Press the mouse wheel to move the mouse. To pan, double click the mouse wheel to zoom to extent of the drawing. So you can zoom in and zoom out using the mouse wheel. If I press the mouse wheel down, a little hand will show up, and that's pan. So I can pan around my drawing. And if I were to say zoom in so far that I'm kind of lost, like I don't know where I'm at, I don't see anything. If you double click the mouse wheel, it will zoom extent. So it'll zoom out to encompass everything in the drawing. And the same thing, if I zoom way out to the point where I don't even see it anymore, if I double click, it'll zoom in to my drawing to fit the drawing to the max size of my model space. In the navigation bar, expand zoom and select zoom real time. Click, hold, and move the magnifying glass cursor to zoom in and out of the drawing. So the navigation bar is on the right side over here. If it's not showing, if you go to say it's not present, to say it goes away. So for example, like now I clicked it away by accident, or I did on purpose actually, but say you did by accident. It's not showing. What I can do is go up to View tab at the top above the ribbon, and right here in the far left side, where you see Viewport Tools panel, click this, it'll turn it on, and it should be blue highlighted. It'll come back up. If you don't like it there, you can also click it off. You can click off the view cube there. It's best to keep all three of them on. So right there's where it is. What we want to click here is zoom. We're supposed to click the navigation bar, expand zoom, and select zoom real time. So we're going to expand it with that little drop down key. I'm going to do zoom real time. And if I click my mouse wheel, I can basically move the mouse up and down with holding the left button, the left click. If I hold the left click of my mouse down, I can zoom in and out. Step 4 says right click and select pan. Click, hold, and move the mouse or hand cursor to pan around the drawing. So I'm going to click escape on the dashboard to get rid of my command. I'm going to right click and choose pan from the drop down menu here. And now all I got to do is find a specific area I want to lock in on, left click the mouse, hold it, and now I can pan around. It does the same thing. Instead of right clicking on the screen, the way I did this, I can just hold the mouse wheel down and do the same exact thing. I find that to be a little bit more useful instead of right clicking, going to pan, and left mouse clicking to do the same exact thing. It's less options or less steps to follow. To come out of that pan command, hit the escape key, and that will finish the command. 5 says right click and select exit, double click on the mouse wheel to zoom extents of the drawing. So if I do pan, another way you can exit out of that command is if I right click and go to pan, I'm in the pan command. Instead of hitting the escape key on the keyboard, I can also right click and do exit to finish the command as well. 6 says in the navigation bar, expand zoom and select zoom window. Select 2 corners points for the window around the kitchen area as shown in figure 1-54. So I'll go over here to my navigation bar, use this little drop down key here, or button for the zoom. I want to do zoom window. And then it tells us to go over to the kitchen area. So, and I want to go click one side, left mouse click. And then I don't have to hold it down, just click once. Once I get the kitchen fully encompassed in my drawing, I'll left click mouse again once, and it'll zoom into that area of the kitchen. Step 7 says in the navigation bar, click pan from the kitchen to the master bedroom in the upper left corner. So over here, I'm going to click the pan button. And now in the upper left corner, I'm going to move myself over to the master bedroom. Right click and select zoom extents. So I'm going to right click, zoom extents, and it will zoom out to show my whole drawing of the blueprint. Right click again, hit exit. That will finish the pan command. So now we're back to a clean slate. In the File tabs bar, click Close in the Big House -A tab to close the drawing. Click No to not save the changes. So up at the top here, right here, we're just going to click the exit bar, exit command. It's going to ask us to save changes. We're going to hit No, and that finishes practice 1B.